in addition to some other folks. Haruki Onishi, who just came from Japan literally weeks ago, not even, who will take the field for Madonna this season, did not play with them last year. Junior Torres, another Brazilian. Joshua Cabillos, as well as others that might not be in today's starting lineup, or today's 18, I should say. But with a roster for the Jags of well over 40, a lot of options to pick from in this matchup. Only one keeper rostered for Cedars FC. It is Yanni Canelopoulos from Lourdes University. But for the Jags, they have two rostered. Alfonso Henrique, who will start between the pipes, 6'1" from Madonna, as we talked about. And it'll be Giancarlo Darius from Lawrence Tech, wearing number 12. One last huddle from both sides before they get their season started. 10 games yet to play for both sides. The first one's always one of the more important ones. You'll see some Cedars FC signs and fans on the opposite side of the stadium. I'm excited to see it. Should be a good game. I'm pumped. Especially after the Jags had their opening game kind of ripped away from them. It will be the Jags to start off. It's Jackson Ford in front of the ball right now. Excuse me, that was Ryan Sanborn. I was going to say Jackson Ford. I don't believe he was in the starting lineup. Jags in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Cedars, I believe, will be in a 4-3-3. Starting to take a quick run there. It's number 31, Matt Mrozinski. No, excuse me, number 32, Nathan Casal, who we highlighted in our pregame. Good conversation with head coach Dan Diak in the pregame. If you showed up late or just arriving now, feel free to check that out after the game, towards the beginning of the stream, as we are just less than a minute into this matchup. Here's a run from number 7, Ahmad Hamad, crossing over and over the post. Wanted the cross to his teammate. I believe he had Fadi Omar on the other side. It'll be Masar Diao, who's acting as the middle striker. Not that middle striker's a term, but he is operating up the middle. Enrique sends his players deep. This will go towards the middle of the field. Headed, kicked around. Possession will reset, this time to Cedars. 4th season for Sam Perrine. Pretty lackluster first and second season in 2022 and 23. But last year shot up to the top of the standings, so giving him a grand total of 57 points earned in the Midwest Premier League, plus 16 goal differential. While head coach Dan Diak, this is the only men's team that he's been a head coach of. He hasn't got his team quite in the right footing. Only 41 points through 3 seasons for them, with a -3 goal differential. So to throw this in, number 33, Vincent Stockton, deep in the attack zone. Jostling around quite a bit. Cedars will take possession, not quite. Counterattack. Being led by number 45. Now here's Casal, straight into the arms of Alfonso Henrique. No, excuse me. Yanni Canelopoulos. Canelopoulos. We'll get it right one of these times. Here we go. Counterattack chance not going to work out for the Cedars. Want to remind folks that Michigan Jaguars this season are sponsored by Health Quest Physical Therapy. The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Health Quest Physical Therapy as their title sponsor for the past 4 years and are excited for many more. And by the North American Soccer Expo. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025. We'll finish that in a second. Here's a counter chance. On the other side, this is Ryan Moody in the middle. Still in the box. Casal, shot too high. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025 in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience, from dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2 evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in a relaxed setting. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. As a throw-in will come in towards the attack zone. Jaguars, a lot of room to operate with. Not quite. Cedars will win that throw-in back. And a big thank you to Health Quest Physical Therapy as well as the North American Soccer Expo for sponsoring today's match. Not only today's match, the entire season for the Michigan Jaguars. Excuse me on that. D-line for Cedars going to work. It was Diao, didn't get the right bounce off his tummy. Now here's Torres. Will go inside, back to Torres. And this ball will find the attacker, middle of the field. Here's Casal, right in goal. Great save! Kanetopoulos, second save of the evening. And it is a corner on the far side of the field, the first of today's match. Just over 5 minutes into this. And the Jaguars, this is a good sign for them against a team that was in the championship game last year. They'll go short. That cross blocked and sent out of bounds for a throw-in. But the Cedars FC team, I don't know if prior to the season beginning, anyone expected them to win the Great Lakes Conference. Ended up doing so in pretty impressive fashion. A lot of good competitive teams in. That's another save. Went straight into the hands of Kanetopoulos. Probably wasn't expecting that to go into the goal, but had he not reached those hands up, would have went straight into the post. We've seen that before with keepers not playing the ball right. Great through ball. Janier Torres wanted a handball. Diao takes a shot and goes right into the arms of Alfonso Henrique. Didn't feel like he got the right touch on it. It is the first save of the day for Henrique, but it felt like Massar Diao just didn't plant that foot the way he wanted to. That cross blocked out of bounds by Torres, so it will be Ahmad Hamad commanding the first corner of the evening. For Cedars, I should say. Had one just a few moments ago for the Jags. They will go short as well. This is Hamad. Crosses over, that's low, headed away by the defense. Hamad takes a shot, saved. Didn't need to be saved though. It was not in front of the pipes, so we won't count it as a save. But it is going to be a corner. Second corner in succession for Cedars. Like I mentioned, if Enrique had just let it roll out, they would have a goal kick, but decided to jump in front of it, didn't get the right grasp on that ball. Ball to be sent in, low. Flicked away by the defense. We'll go back to Cedars though. Very dangerous place for that ball to be on that corner. Cross blocked. Enrique way out of his post, but ends up getting after the ball. That was number 77, Mahmoud Faraj, defender that tried on that cross. This is Casal with the ball in his hands now, or at his feet, excuse me. Cedars command to throw in. Moving quick. Diao, not the right touch. We'll go back to the defensive line of the Jags before it goes out of bounds in favor of Cedars. Want to give a quick shout out to the Midwest Premier League Twitter page and Instagram. They've been featuring us as in We Are Soccer all season long. One of the best leagues in terms of highlighting their clubs. All, don't quote me on this number, I think there's 47 of them. I think I have that number right, but I could be very incorrect. So we'll check on that at halftime. Throw in to be taken by number, I thought it was 15, it was Albara Al-Sufi, former Gold Star FC player. Junior Torres goes back. Cedars playing up. Good pressure from them. Enrique will go back to Torres. Almost stolen away by Diao. Same effect. Cedars gets the throw in. That's Salman. Good pressure from the Jaguars now. This is a good defensive battle back and forth. And a little bit of fast, aggressive play. Both teams jockeying for possession. 11 minutes into this match. Keeping possession alive. Very well done by Al-Sufi. Far side on the midfield. Looking for Abed Sweden, not going to get to him though. Instead, go back to the D-line. It's Jacob Walther. Will instead turn it over as the attacker. Michigan Jags, that's number 36, Ryan Sanborn. Still in dangerous territory. And the deflection, I believe, from Walther will force the second corner of the evening for the Michigan Jaguars. Defense will play up on the close action, so they'll look to go deep instead. Low, straight into the chest of Al-Sufi. Then it's kicked way up into the air. Chasing after it, number 7, Ahmad Hamad. Oh, he has a chance at it. Went out of bounds. Maybe Torres to throw it in. Not quite. Both teams jockeying for position. All the room in the world. It's number 34, Torres. We'll go back to Luso. Torres on the near side. Wayne will find the near side wing. That's Nathan Casal. Foul called as a player in some sort of pain on his shin. Looks like he'll be okay. Just got kicked on the side of his leg where that shin guard doesn't cover. At least that's what it looked like. As the Jags will now strategize on what this set piece is going to look like. 2 attackers in the area. 3 defenders standing in front forming the wall. To take this could be Toluso or Torres. Toluso straight into the net, goes out of bounds, but did he get a hand on it? He did. So it's slightly tapped out of bounds, almost like that famous painting where the 2 guys are extending their finger. How do I not know the name of that? Can't be referencing things I don't know the name of. Third corner of the day for the Jags. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. Could look to go close. Defense pressing up on that and will instead go into the mix. Headed away by Cedars. Flicked. Now shot. Wide. Just a little. Shot taken by Otavio Toluso. Midfielder from Schoolcraft. Unfortunate. A lot of near shots. 3 shots on goal already from the Jags. As we head into the 16th minute. I want to remind folks that Michigan Jaguars are sponsored by Derek Bauer Real Estate. Questions about buying a home, selling a home, or just about property in general? The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Derek Bauer as their official real estate partner, and he is happy to answer any questions you may have. Here's an attack. We'll finish that in a second. Cedars trying desperately to force a goal kick. They do. If you want to ask Derek Bauer a question, visit BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. That's BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. It'd be great if we could just throw it on the screen. I feel like that's a big mouthful to say. We'll keep saying it, though. Thank you to Derek Bauer Real Estate for sponsoring the Michigan Jaguars this season. A good old shoulder check in the back from Adam Pluscheck will force a foul and get Cedars their free kick in their own half. That's Al-Sagir going back. There's Jaffer. Al-Sagir. Back to Sweden. Not the country, that's his last name. Deflected out by the defense. It's a throw-in for the Cedars in the attack. Will go short. It's Al-Sagir. Walther. Across the field, one of Diao, not going to get him. And now a counterattack chance as Diao did not stop after that fake from Calvin Pollock from Bridgeport. They'll go quick. It's Toluso. We'll go back to Torres. There is a Jaguars player on the ground, so it's 10 on 11 right now. And they will stop play. That was Calvin Pollock. Still on the ground. Players are signaling for the trainer, but the ref has not, so they... Be still for a second, and Calvin Pollock is just fine. 5'8" midfielder from Bridgeport. Play will resume on the dropped ball. As 0-0 is your score, just under 20 minutes. Back to Torres. Working that left side of the field. Foul called on the Cedars. Diao is ready to take that to the house. Center ref not a fan of that incidental contact. Torres probably looking to send this one into the box. He will. It's going to go to the near side. That's Casal. No, excuse me. That's Toluso. Back to Moody. Bressanelli. Good footwork there from the Jags. Still going inside. Jags lost their footing, and now a counterattack chance. It's going to be Boris, excuse me. I said Boris Diaw, the former San Antonio Spurs basketball player. No, it's Massar Diaw is his name. Where are my Spurs fans at? I don't think the comment section's active, but if it was, I would see who's watching. Bressanelli. Now this is Henrique. We'll go to Torres. Counterattack, excuse me, the run. There's nothing to counter there. Continues for the Jags, and now we'll go in favor of the Cedars. Great footwork from Calvin Pollock and toughness to win that ball, but he ends up dribbling it out of bounds, so it's a throw-in for the Cedars. It's Cedars FC. They're not the Cedars, but in my mind, that's how I would phrase it. Albara Al-Sufi. That's Jaffer. Back to Walther. We'll go back to Jaffer a little bit, passing back and forth, just trying to pick this team apart. A little bit of tugging by the Jags, no call there. Now the call's made just a little late. Referee probably had trouble getting the whistle to his mouth. Shot, deep. Not quite. Now here's a chance. Inside, cross going into the box. This is number 36, Ryan Sanborn. Gets it poked away. Great off-ball movement and passing from the Jags. Now it's the far side of the field. I believe this is Sanborn once again. Goes inside. No, finds Sanborn. Cross, headed away. That was Jacob Walther on that. Arthur White sends it too deep, and it hits the flag. Will go out for a throw-in. No subs made yet. Remember, Midwest Premier League rules, you can sub in once per half. Curious to see what that may look like as the game goes on. As foul called on Massar Diaw. No, it's a foul on the Jaguars, excuse me. A little bit of arguing going on the field. Diaw gets a touch. He's going to look for a teammate as they look to work in dangerous territory for the Jags. Cross comes across the field to Hamad. Working that far side. Great defense there from Moody. Ryan Moody, 6-foot defender from Detroit Mercy. A lot of Titans on this squad. Moody included. Vincent Stockton, another defender, as well as Ryan Sanborn on the attacking front. A few others as well. we'll highlight throughout the game. This is Albara Al-Sufi to throw it in. Has 3 players in the box. Goes into the mix, one at Diao, not going to get him. Defense heads it away. That's number 19, Fadi Omar, trying to get after it. Foul was called before the ball went out of bounds, so set piece chance here for Cedars. For both of these teams, it is so critical that they win this game. The entire season in front of them, this is a good test for both sides just to see where do we stand in the grand scheme of things. Kick goes, headed away, I believe by, I think that was Moody or Toluso. It is a corner, last touch by the Jags. They were arguing the decision to call a corner, but there were 4 Jaguars in the area. I think they all got a touch on. Ali Jaffer, right in front of our corner man. Not anymore. He'll get into the mix. This ball sent too far. Off the chest of Masar Diao. And it's out for a goal kick. Now Cedars will pressure. DL wanted that, not going to get it. Good ball movement from the Jags up to this point. Contrary to the attempted move there, this is a counterattack chance for the Cedars. Now driving towards the middle. Oh, great save by Henrique. Shot on goal. Taken by, I believe that was Fadi Omar. Another quarter for the Cedars. That's Henrique's second save of the day. 5 combined saves between these two teams. A lot of shots taken. Most of these corner kicks by both sides have been low. Last one was too far. This one was low as well, headed away by the defense. And now room to work with are the Michigan Jags as they look to go on a counterattack chance. Running down the field, Adam Pluschek, not going to get to it though. Canelo Poulos sends it way out of bounds for a throw-in. Great hustle, good running by the attacking front there, just not able to get to it. Good passing there. Instead, it's deflected by the Cedars. Walther. Now Fadi Omar is down in front of him. It's way offsides, and it is going to be called. Jaguars will look to play it quick. Diao's been offsides on a lot of these counter chances. That's the first time he's called for it. This is Casal. Now it's Casal, excuse me. Back to Moody. Reading the defense. Adam Pluschek. It's definitely out of bounds. They'll call it. That was Toluso sending it directly to the feet of Yanni Kanelopoulos. Excellent keeper for Lourdes University. Part of last year's squad as well. Ali Jeffer was bulldozed by, I believe that's number 31, Matt Mrozinski. I think I'm wrong on that. He did not start today's game. Diao looking for a teammate. Nobody in the area. Instead it falls from Pleschek. Cross not going to get there. Fadi Omar wanted number 10, Youssef Al-Sagir. Now a counter chance on the other side. Kick too far. Straight into Kanelopoulos. Al-Sufi, a lot of room to work with. Instead, he'll go to Hamad, who will get the ball back on the attacking front. Cross not there. This is Diao. Now gets it deflected back in favor of the Jags. It's been solid offense, but better defense in this game up to this point. No score as of yet, with almost 30 minutes into this game. Pollock. Earns the foul there. It is going to be a free kick for the Jaguars in the attacking front. While we wait on that, I do think they're going to look to move quick, so I'll wait on this ad read. It is Toluso and Torres on these free kicks that we've seen. A lot of players in the mix. Toluso sends it to the right of the box. Headed away by Cedars. Not a Jags player, not a single Jags player, excuse me, got a touch on it. Now they'll reset. Well, we remind folks that the Michigan Jaguars are an official partner of the North American Soccer Expo. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025 in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators. Here's an attack from the Jags. Has a chance to get it across. They're in the box now. Goes front. Potential goal. No! Adam Pleschek had a wide open net in front of him. Did they call a offsides? Looks like that's what the call was. Maybe that it went out of bounds off of the Jags. But the North American Soccer Expo is the premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience, from dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2 evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in a relaxed setting. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. Do believe this is the first North American Soccer Expo that will take place this year. Very unique event, and it's nice to see how the game of soccer is growing here in the state of Michigan. Diao is way offsides once again. He's going to get called for it. Offsides by a country mile. "15 minutes left to go in this half. Torres has a lot of room to work with. Will go inside. This is Pleschek. Getting pushed and moved around. They'll go quick. Ref not going to allow it. That's Ahmad Hamad that was on the foul there. 2 substitutions to come in for Cedars FC to see. These are the first substitutions of the evening. Coming in as number 18, Faisal Nasrallah from the Michigan Jaguars MLS Next Squad, as well as Joseph Slasky, 6'4" defender from Lourdes. .6'4", towering defender, as well as Jacob Walther. Very curious to see when the Michigan Jaguars bring in Travis Saleji, who's a 6'7" defender. This is a cross into the box that's going to get headed away. Shot, too wide. Travis Saleji, 6'7" defender from Detroit Mercy. Probably a very opportune player to have in those set-piece moments inside the 18-yard box. A little over 10 minutes to go before stoppage time. A lot of Cedars fans in attendance, as well as Michigan Jaguars fans, both youth, parents, as well as parents of the players, I should say, not only on the field, but also the parents of their youth teams as well. I guess I would hope so. I would hope those parents don't drop their kids off at a random game. I know my parents wouldn't. But you never know these days. Torres gets the ball back. We'll send it to Moody, who's working through the midfield, double teamed, keeps possession alive. A lot of excellent defensive work from Ahmad Hamad. It is going to be a foul called on him, though. I imagine he's not a huge fan of the way this game's been officiated, as he's been called for several fouls up to this point. Fede Omar under pressure. It was Massar Dia that was sent out, so Fede Omar now takes the striker position, running up the middle. Speaking of striking, this ball in dangerous territory. Al-Sagir go out wide to Hamad. Wants a shot, straight into the arms of Alfonso Henrique. Great positioning from him to be able to corral that ball. Third save of the evening for him. Both keepers even at 3 saves each. Ball moving up. He's got room to work with. This is Adam Pluschek. Slide tackle, trips up the attacker, no foul called. And referee all game has been just a touch or two late on some of these calls. They could dictate very critical possessions. Just something to keep in mind. Toluso as well as Torres in front of the ball. It does look like Torres is going to be the one to send it in, as he kind of lined himself up the way he likes to see it. Excuse me, it'll be Toluso into the box. Straight into the arms of the keeper. It's a save for him. Yanni Canelopoulos. I get better at saying his name every time. Still can't say it 5 times fast. I'm sure he's heard that before. This is Pollock. Jags have been generating runs all game long. They got to be happy with what they're seeing, even though they have not scored as of yet. Very competitive game from Cedars and the Michigan Jaguars. Substitution. Ready to come in. There's 3 for the Jaguars side, as Ryan Sanborn will step off. It will be Jeshua Kubillos, Haruki Onishi, as well as one more. I believe That's Jordan Petrovsky from Walled Lake Northern, 5'7" midfielder. There was Onishi on defense, forcing the throw in for the Jags. Counter chance here. Nobody in front of him is Ahmad Hamad. Crossing, inside, shot, Omar, goal! Fede Omar, first goal of the season for him. Excellent team goal there. Assist will go to number 7, Ahmad Hamad. And the right counterattack at the right moment in the 40th minute will put Cedars on top. 1-0. Five minutes left to go before stoppage time. And with as much creative and excellent work the Jaguars have had up to this point, the scoreline not in their favor. It's just how this game goes. Here's another chance here. Ahmad Hamad looking for teammates. Taking his good time with this one. Cross. Deflected away. Kicked, and now Haruki Onishi from Japan will send it way down the field. Other side, this is Vincent Stockton running after it. At least I believe so. Into the box. It was Stockton. Not the right touch. Gets it poked away by Jacob Walther. Good move from him. Poking away in the box too and not getting called for a penalty. Being able to get all ball. Impressive stuff. Shoulder bump. Not going to get called. Will instead create another counterattack chance for Cedars. This is Yusuf Al-Sagir out to Hamad once again. He's been crossing all day. Let's see what he's got here. We'll go inside, poked away. Now it's Onishi. Defender coming in hot. Stolen and ripped away. Albar Al-Sufi inside. This is Omar once again. Straight into the hands of Enrique. Great save. Dribbled out of bounds by the Jags. They'll look to fight another day. Fourth save for him. As a 1-0 Cedars lead might turn into something larger. This is one of the keys of the game for the Michigan Jaguars. How do you manage those key moments? You're down. There's nothing you can do about it, down 1-0. Can you keep your composure in moments like this? And ever since that score, Cedars have been generating a lot of counterattack chances. Cross, way high. It's Fadi Omar going to get the touch on it though. Defense trying to beat him to it. Throw in favor of the Jags. One of the things to mention, Onishi got double teamed and the ball was ripped away from him there. Like I said, he just moved to the United States from Japan just a couple weeks ago, so his English really isn't all the way there yet. So it's possible, because you heard double from his team, but it's possible he didn't understand what his players or his teammates were saying. Just something to keep in mind. As he kind of just dribbled on that near side of the field. Great defense there to send it out. That was Al-Sufi. A lot of players that are listed by their former teams as midfielders that are playing either on the attacking front or on defense for Cedars. Just shows the flexibility this lineup can have. It's always good on these Midwest Premier League teams. We've heard from some coaches tell their team the more flexible you are, the more positions you can play, the better chance you have of getting playing time. So these guys were able to move all over the field. you're gonna see him more often in different places too. This is Onishi chasing after it, not able to get it. Not the right touch from Arthur White, 6-footer from Northwood. Not the right touch from Hamad. So Jags win the ball back. Header. Back in possession of Cedars. We're about a minute away from extra time. Ball driving near far side of the field, excuse me. And now a counter chance for the Jags. It was 1-on-3, gets it poked away. Walther sends it out of bounds in favor of the Jaguars. Critical possession here. If the Jags can tie this up before going into the half, it would be crucial. You hear coaches say all the time, first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of each half are critical to winning games. Shot sent into the scoreboard by Arthur White. Wonder what his thinking was there. It's possible he was just trying to get into the box and just had a little too much power underneath it. Great field conditions and weather here at Crestwood High School in the heart of Dearborn. Excellent turf field. This is the only game as Onishi's going to chase after that. Instead, it's Al-Sufi going back to his keeper, Canelo Poulos. Defense will get it back. And now, ball stolen away. This is Faisal Nasrallah dribbling. Gets double teamed, still has possession. He's got teammates around him. Is able to get it. And another goal. Youssef Al-Sagir made it look too easy in extra time. He'll look to hug his coaches before getting any input from his teammates. Be curious to watch that one back. Not sure what the positioning Alfonso Henrique had on that, but it wasn't a very powerful shot. It just kind of rolled right past him. 2-0 Cedars. Like we talked about, last 5 minutes and first 5 minutes of each half are so important. A 1-0 turns into a 2-0 lead just before halftime. And oh, here we go. Counter chance here. Shot. Oh, just wide of the net. Great chance there from Calvin Pollock. Unable to capitalize on it, though. It's one of the things that head coach Dan Diak has been talking about here. Emotions and just keeping yourselves in rhythm even when you find yourself down. Streaming on as well. And if you're watching on Twitch, I have a great deal of respect for you. I don't know many soccer games that are live streamed on Twitch. Glad to be a part of it. 45 minutes to go. Want to remind folks that the Michigan Jaguars are sponsored by their title partner, Health Quest, as I pull up that ad read for you. Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Health Quest Physical Therapy as their title sponsor. Is that sent away by the keeper? We'll start again. The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Health Quest Physical Therapy as their title sponsor for the past 4 years and are excited for many more. And also they are a partner of the North American Soccer Expo. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo taking place August 1st through 3rd in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience, from dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2-evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in a relaxed setting. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. Thank you to North American Soccer Expo for partnering with the Michigan Jaguars. Among many other groups, I believe We Are Soccer will be in attendance. Not me personally, unfortunately. I'd love to be part of something like that, but invite must have been lost in the mail. I don't know. No, I recognize that I'm not a big name in the soccer community. Glad to be part of the game in any way I can be. We talked about the 6'7" Detroit Mercy defender, Travis Alegi. He is now checked into the game, as you saw him towering over that Cedars FC attackers. We return back to game action. This is Walther. Now that's Salman. Going back to Al-Sagir, who scored the second goal in extra time in the first half to make it 2-0. Sent down the field, good attack chance from Faisal Nasrallah. Will split the double team. This is Fadi Omar looking for Hamad on the far side. Not the touch that he wanted. Will corral it though. He's facing a double team. Well, let's instead scoot around, cross it inside. Attack chance. This is Mahmoud Faraj chasing after it. Good defense, but keeping it alive. And it is going to be a goal kick. Faraj arguing his case. It was clear as day that he was the one who mishandled it, knocked it out of bounds. And it is the first goal kick for the second keeper for the Michigan Jaguars, Giancarlo Darius. A lot of keepers on this Michigan Jaguar squad, not only today, but also just rostered in general. Enrique was slated to start that game that was supposed to take place on Wednesday, and they had 2 keepers slated to go on that game as well. Not Darius, someone else whose name is escaping me at the moment. But we'll see plenty of keepers between the pipes this season for the Jags. Excited to be a part of it. I am, at least. Good chance here, or at least run. And the Jags, a little miscommunication with which way the attackers were going. Still, they're getting numbers up. This is Gabriel Bressanelli. Cross inside. No touch there. And the keeper wearing a hat is the same one from the first half for Cedars FC, Yanni Kanelopoulos. Love it when keepers wear hats. Not too common in the game. Most recent time I can think of is Dean Henderson in the FA Cup, Crystal Palace against Man City. As a fan of Crystal Palace myself, very happy to see that result go the way it did. Shot way off the mark. They recognized that Darius was way out of his post, and you heard, shoot it, shoot it. So the player, I believe that was Al-Sagir once again, that attempted a shot, just went way wide of the net. Wasn't sure where he was on the field, potentially. Just a little under 5 minutes into this match now. Seleshi gets it to Bressanelli. Wanted to kickstart that run. Not able to. Great defense from Walther. Al-Sagir will go back. Walther will get possession back again. Faraj back to the keeper. And that sun is shining down hard in the eyes of the keeper, Yanni Kanelopoulos. So I'm not picking on him for wearing a hat. I think it's smart if it's, you know, if it is allowed. There was a point in time where I think headwear was, or I should say headwear like that. I didn't think hats were allowed in any game besides Ultimate Frisbee. But if it works, it works. Here's a attacking chance for the Jags. This is Casal getting fouled there. Ref is going to have a talking to. No, not quite. He's just going to mark the spot where the foul took place, making sure there's no exaggeration as the ref proscribes that foul. It's been Janier Torres and Otavio Toluso taking these free kicks for the Jags. Toluso will go straight towards the net, straight into the hands of Canelo Poulos. 5th save of the evening. First of the second half. And now Cedars FC on the attack. Sam Perrine, 4th season. Finished middle of the table in his first 2 seasons, starting in 2022. And last year shot up to the top of the leaderboard. Jaguars have been no higher than 3rd on the Midwest Premier League table. I believe they achieved that in their first season as a club. Dan Dieck in his 4th year head coaching this squad. Goalkeeping director at ODP, and as part of the coaching staff, it's a youth program over there. This is the only men's team that Dieck has coached in his career. Played 9 professional years in Romania, where he grew up, 1 in the United States, where he resides now, of course. His son, Alex Dieck, operates as an assistant coach and the GM of this Jaguars team. The Cedars will corral this ball back and look to fight for possession. Won't have to fight very hard. This is Ahmad chasing after the ball, deflected by the defense. Trying to keep it alive as Ryan Moody goes out of bounds in favor of Cedars. Sam Perrine, a lot of pedigree underneath him too. He is the Detroit City FC West technical director. So a lot of coaches that work underneath him. He also was the inaugural Detroit City FC USLW coach. The team taken over by, I believe, David DeWahey. This is Faraj. Counterattack here, working that near left side. Looking for the cross, he's now double teamed. He falls down. They wanted the foul, not gonna get it. Looked like it was a play on the ball. Chasing after this is Nathan Casal. Great defense on that one from Jacob Walther. Walther's been playing unbelievable all game long. Has just been in the right position pretty much every step of the way. I don't know if he's been beat on a ball once this evening. And if you're Cedars FC, you can afford to play the possession game for a little bit, because other than a few runs here generated in the second half, I know it's only been 10 minutes or less than that, but Jaguars have really struggled to make quality chances for themselves. Create quality chances, excuse me. Saleji heads it away. Possession of Jordan Petrovsky, excuse me. Now here's Bressanelli. Possession kept alive by Cedars. Now working up that far touchline. A little over 10 minutes into this match. A lot of communication between this Jaguars team to make sure everybody's on the same page. Ball sent to the near side. This is Bressanelli. Good footwork. Good passing here. Through ball. Just a little too much. I thought he was trying to get Ryan Sanborn on that. Instead, it was the inside striker trying to chase after it. Went out of bounds. Through ball sent for Hamad. Not able to get to it. Torres will send that one back to Darius. I assume another Brazilian. He is from Lawrence Tech, though, so not a part of that Madonna international squad that they've assembled over there. They play against Madonna, though, NAIA school. A lot of different levels of the game represented, all the way from NAIA up to Division I in the NCAA. Sajeli back to Zaleji, excuse me. Now that ball's stolen away. That was Omar. Now it's Rala trying to get it inside to Omar. Poked away by Zaleji. Deflected by Sanborn. Now back in possession of Cedars. This is Al-Sagir. Gets it to Faraj. Go outside. Omar once again. The shot inside gets deflected. Cedars FC back in possession once again. Great rip there, but nobody followed him on it. Ahmad beats everybody to the ball inside the box. Little footwork, shot, goal. Crafty footwork. Ahmad Hamad. He went outside, then he went inside, then he went in the net. 3-0. 59th minute goal. That was on one shot on Giancarlo Darius. Allows the goal to get in there. And I mean, just like I said, unbelievable footwork. When you have two defenders in the mix and you're able to just scoot right past both of them, make them look silly almost, it's great stuff. Showing why they're a former, or the reigning Great Lakes champions. They're going to call Ryan Sanborn for the offside. No, was that a foul on the... It's a foul on Cedars. What? I'm not sure what that foul was there. And the yellow card's going to be shown to Mahmoud Faraj. Too much talking. First yellow of the game, given out in 60th minute to Mahmoud Faraj. Referee prescribing those words, saying, shut your mouth, and now I'm going to walk you back a little further than you want to go. Torres is lining himself up, but it has been Otavio Toluso taking all these. Torres sends it. It's going straight into the net. It's blocked by the defense. Ball sent up. Nasrallah wanted it. That ball sent into the stratosphere. What ended up being a goal kick.
Hey, for sure, for sure. Excuses, Faisal. Excuses.
30 minutes left to go in this one. Michigan Jaguars are sponsored by Derek Bauer Real Estate. Questions about buying a home, selling a home, or just about property in general? The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Derek Bauer as their official real estate partner, and he is happy to answer any questions you may have. Here's a chance here. I will read off that website after this. Fadi Omar chasing after it is cleared out by Zaraji. For any questions you may have, visit BauerRealtySolutions.com/ contact-us. That's BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. That throw-in sent back. They can afford to sit on this one a little bit, read the defense. They'll send it back to the defensive line. That's Ahmad Salman. We'll go back to Salman on that. No, instead it's the keeper, Canelo Poulos. Walther in front of him. Tough defense from Otavio Toluso. Canelo Poulos. And I imagine the Jags got to press up. I don't know why they're just letting this ball being dribbled around. With 30 minutes left to go, you're down 3-0. You got to play with some urgency. Jags are just content to watch this ball get batted around. Here we go, Youssef Al-Sagir will send it to Hamad, who will slip on the turf. I always kind of cringe when I see those, because anytime a slip takes place, you know there's always a chance of injury taking place. Ball stolen away, just a lazy pass. This is Nasrallah against the defense. Omar. Nasrallah trying to chase after it. Zaleji, excuse me, sends it out of bounds. Gonna call a throw-in for the Jags, though. Not sure if what the touch was from the Cedars FC team. Al-Sagir, this is Sweden. Back to Al-Sagir. Faraj, who's a part of that pivotal attack to score that third goal in the game by Ahmad Hamad. Salman. Again, Jaguars now starting to have some urgency, but before. They've now transitioned to a 4-4-2, as you can see on your screen. Again, urgency. What are we doing on the attack? We as in the Jaguars, I mean. And this ball is just going to be battered around by the Cedars. Up 3-0. If you're a Cedars FC fan, you can almost feel like the job is complete to some extent. It's very unlikely that the Jaguars would come back and score 3 in a row to get the 1 point. Oh, excellent footwork there. Only one player playing up, that's Ryan Sanborn. And the Jags look like they're just not in the right shape, almost like walking and jogging at the most. It is very possible we are going to watch 30 straight minutes of this team just pushing the ball back and forth. Al-Sagir says, no, sir, I want to press forward with this one. But he is 1 of 11 that are. It's an entire team that is 10 players that are A-OK with just sitting on it. Cross goes to Ahmad Hamad. First bit of action in over 5 minutes. Header, excellent header. Kept on the field. Hamad, great footwork. Here's a chance. Chasing after it. This is Omar. Goal, not quite. Faraj Great kick and deflection by Giancarlo Darius. So the great kick by Faraj to potentially send it into the net. He wanted to go over the keeper's head. Darius says, no, sir. Corner kick to make it 4-0. Low. No chance there. Deflected away by the defense. And here we go. This is Toluso. Double teamed, looking for a teammate. Instead, go back to the D-line. They will reset Zaleji out to Pollock. Bressanelli. Zaleji once again. This is Darius now. Ball stolen away by Cedars. Looks like they're going to send it back to their defense. Now stolen away by the Jags. Counter check chance here. Nathan Casal working that side. Like I said, fantastic defense. Jacob Walther has yet to be beat by anybody on the Michigan Jaguars. Cedars FC, now that they're up 3-0, feel free to let the bench make their way onto the field. A lot of players making their way on right now. Looks like that's 26, Salah Jalad. Ali Jaffer will make his way back on, as well as two other players who yet to identify. One of them is number 10, Yusef. He was already on the field. Jaffer. And Walter with the ball at his feet. I mean, if there's any youth players watching this game who are playing defense, just watch the way that Jacob Walther is always in the right spot at the right time. This is Fadi Omar on the wing. He's also been fantastic. Wants a shot himself. Will go right into the arms of Giancarlo Darius. Second save for him.
That's my number. What are you doing?
Toluso struggling to keep possession. He'll go back to his teammate. This is Pollock. Coaches from Michigan urging their team to keep moving the ball and keep it moving forward. Bressanelli. Toluso. Ball sent way down the field. Chasing after this one on his horse was Ryan Sanborn. That kick just a little too much though. A little too much zip. 20 minutes left to go in this match. Two more substitutions ready to come in for Cedars. Fadi Omar, who's ran about 1,000,000 miles, will step off the field. It'll be Massar Diaw, who started this game as a striker, to come in. We'll assume that striker position he's used to taking. Checking it now is Joseph Slasky, the 6'4" defender from Lourdes. Kanellopoulos will send this down the way. Zaleji headed it. We'll head it again. Ball kept in bounds somehow by Onishi, but foul will stop play. Jags will go back to the defense. Excellent chance here. Attack. There's two players in the same position. What are you doing? Defenders everywhere, and the shot goes directly into the arms of Yanni Kanellopoulos. Feels like this Michigan Jaguars team has yet to find themselves on the field. While Cedars FC, it feels like they have not lost a step from last year's team. As I say that, though, here's a chance. Onishi puts it in the net! Still down 3-1, but Haruki Onishi. No, excuse me. I was incorrect about that. That was actually Gabriel Bressanelli who put it in the net.
Take off my number!
Goal in the 70th minute, still 20 to go. But Michigan Jaguars showing signs of life. Offside's called. Guess who? Masar Diaw. Jaguars got to move quick. They recognize that now. Jalad to throw it in. Here's Diaw. Gets a touch taken from him, though. It's Calvin Pollock. Good defense there. Better footwork from number 9, Suleiman Abuzema. Hamad, once again, working that far side. Great footwork once again. Inside. Everybody's in the box, trying to get a touch on it. Shot, looks like it was deflected out. Instead, it's a goal kick. I believe taking that shot was number 7. No, excuse me, number 6, Ali Jaffer. All the space in the world to work with. Deflecting this one off his chest. Was Ryan Sanborn not able to get a touch on it besides that, so Canelo Poulos will fall on it. And look to waste more clock with Cedars FC. Saleji came in for the second half, did not play at all in the first half. That 6-7 frame has been certainly helpful on the defensive side. This is Abuzema. Hamad. It's over the heads of everybody. Diaw keeps it in bounds. This is Danny Elder, who's subbed in. Youssef Al-Sagir. Outside, this is Hamad once again. Will instead go back. Abuzema. Kicked just a little too much zip on it. Now the Jags are in control. Check that. Cedars are in control. Salah Jalad. Wanted Diaw. Not the right touch, and he falls over. Looks like Arnishi wanted Sanborn or Casal on that, just a little too high on that kick. Michigan Jaguars score in the 70th minute. Sanborn almost had a chance at that. It's deflected away. Somehow it stays in bounds. Score by Gabriel Bressanelli. Typical defender, but in right place, right time, able to put it in the back of the net. That ball sent back by Bressanelli. Petrowski. Well, continuing to move up. Great speed by Diaw. And forces a throw in favor of Cedars FC. About 3 to 4, maybe 5 changes for the Michigan Jaguars. Getting fresh legs onto the field. One of many changes is Arthur White, who started this game, as well as Matt Mrozinski. Adam Pluschek is checked in now. Don't mind the pun. Good slide from Cedars. Dillies make Pluschek think. This is Salah Jalad. Back to Ahmed Salman. Pluschek winning that ball. Dribbling out of bounds, no. They're gonna say not quite. But Jags on a throw-in, still looking to move quick. This is Mrozinski. He's got players inside. Good deflection though. Toulouseau, shot on frame and deflected by 2 fingertips by Kanellopoulos. So it's out for a corner. To take this one will be Nathan Casal. He's got Pluschek in front of him. We'll go in the mix instead. That's short, way short. But this is Toulouseau. Zaleji out to Pluschek. Dribbling, far side. Needs a crosser, ends up dribbling it out of bounds. And with less than 15 minutes to go, I want to remind folks that the Michigan Jaguars are an official partner of the North American Soccer Expo. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo, taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025 in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience. That ball's deflected and sent out in the way. From dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2-evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in a relaxed setting. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. Bressanelli surveying the defense. We'll go to Pluschek. Goes back to Saleji. Mrozinski back to Zaleji. Mrozinski. No, excuse me, that was Torres. Had Mrozinski in front of him. That's who gets the ball. Pluschek, not the right touch, deflected away. Still in the possession of the Jags. Passes have not been on point in this second half. Massar Diaw. Guess what? He was offsides again. Started today's game, has not played a large majority of it. Obviously, no wonder with him being called offsides maybe 4 or 5 times at this point. Headed away. Hamad trying to save it. Will go out of bounds. Signaled by side judge Jared Wensley. 10 minutes left to go. Arthur White goes inside. Pluschek, shot, nowhere close. Actually, excuse me, it was a shot, but it was deflected out of bounds. So it is a corner kick for the Jags. Out there is Bressanelli. I believe, no, that's Toulouseau, excuse me. Good shot by our zoom cam. Shot, oh, header, not where you want to place it. Zaleji was in the perfect position. Excuse me, lose my voice here. Hamad, counterattack chance. Not the right touch, it goes straight into the possession of the Jaguars. Arthur White will find his defenseman. Toluso. Out for a goal kick. And Canelo Poulos will take his sweet old time. Sent to the other side of the pitch. Little jersey tug, no call. Instead sent to the other side of the field. Zaleji has space to work with. Is just going to stand there. Makes the wrong pass. It's in the possession of Ali Jaffer. And they will make passes back. Keep wasting that clock. Jaguars got to play up, and they will. This ball sent to the other side of the field. And an offside. I don't think that was called on Massar Diaw, but he was in the area where offsides was called. I don't want to keep dunking on him. Cedars FC, they are a We Are Soccer team, so we will be doing their home games as well. Very excited for it. I think I'll be on the call for at least one, maybe more, depending on how the season goes, or how the assignments go, I should say. A good pool of commentators that all want to get their reps in. Can't always be about me. Sometimes I make it about me, but you know, shouldn't be that way. It's about the action on the field. Here's Canelo Poulos. But suffice to say, we will be seeing Massar Diaw a fair amount this season. I'm excited for it. Darius almost lets that ball get out of his grasp. Instead, it goes to Arthur White. Trying to start a run. Not the right touch. Haruki Onishi chasing after it. Excuse me, that was Vincent Stockton. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession of Sanborn. No, excuse me, that's Jackson Ford. Gets inside. Arthur White has Stockton in front of him. Finds him. Just outside the box. Looking for Onishi. Out for a goal kick. Too much zip from Stockton. Two teams with very different identities, very different purposes for why they're in the Midwest Premier League. This is considered the Jaguars' pro team, but a lot of these players are former academy players. Some players are still in the academy for the Michigan Jaguars. And most, if not all of them, if they're not in high school, they are playing for their college club. So this is not a team that's earning money to play at this level. While Cedars FC, a lot of these players, while some are playing for their schools at the moment, a lot of them have graduated or are not playing for their college team anymore and consider this their season, their main season. So it's interesting how different clubs at different semi-pro levels or pro levels, depending on how you see it, value their season and the reasons why they value it. Excellent footwork. I mean, number 9, Suleiman Abu Zema, is unbelievable. Counterattack chance. We'll talk about him in a second. As Arthur White in the middle. No, it was plus check. Instead, it's going to be Onishi, far side wing. Kick is deflected off of the leg of a defender there. Corner getting ready. Toluso hustling out there. Less than 5 minutes to go. Still down 2 goals. Chances of this game being tied are slim, but Jaguars are still going to give it their all. Ball headed away by a Cedars FC player, so it's a throw in for the Jaguars. Suleiman Abu Zema, who did not start this game, played at many levels, including the first tier. Trip in the box, no call. Jaguars hate that. Speaking of Abu Zema, here he is. Played in Jordan's first tier for Man SC. Hamad, shot directly on goal, deflected over the top of the goal, but it was first saved, I should say, by Darius. Excuse me for delaying that call. Buzema also played in Lebanon in their first tier. A lot of professional experience for him. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but the last team he was signed to was Ma'an SC in Jordan. 29 years old. Still playing great ball. That's a foul on Zaleji for the Michigan Jaguars. No, excuse me, it was a foul on the Cedars. If it were a foul on the Jags, it would have been a penalty because it happened in the box. Clock ticking down. Less than 3 minutes before stoppage time. There were 2 goals and a fair amount of substitutions, so there will be something at the very least. Most likely 4 to 5 minutes, I would say. Foul called again. Jags will get the ball back. For both of these teams, they will be on the road for their next contest. The Michigan Jaguars are at Inter-Detroit Sunday, June 8th at 5 p.m. We Are Soccer will be streaming that game live. Excited to be on the call for it. Another match between 2 We Are Soccer clubs. Reminder, Sunday, June 8th, 5 p.m. For Cedars FC, they will be at FC Pontiac, a team we just covered, on Monday, June 9th at 8 p.m. FC Pontiac, a team that has struggled a little bit, but has got a shutout win against Inter-Detroit on Friday, riding high, going into that matchup. So Jaguars and Inter-Detroit in a place where both of their teams just kind of looking to find what their identity is. Should be a telling match in that one. Excellent run from number 6, it's Ali Jafar. This is Hamad in the box. Shot directly into the chest of Darius. That's his 4th save of the evening. Has as many as Alfonso Henrique. A little over a minute to go. Before the stoppage time, we will have at least a few minutes. Corner, sent in, headed, oh, almost. Ahmad Salman was in the right position. Had the header just a little wide of the net. Keeper begging for the ball, not gonna get it. Gets it stolen away. This is Diao. Wanted Jafar. Said it's gonna be Hamad. In the box. Working, crossing. Not wide enough. Actually, it was deflected. So it's gonna be another corner for Cedars. And for Cedars FC going forward, I mean, this is a very strong showing to come out of the gate swinging, winning 3-1. Not having total control in the first half, but as soon as that 40th minute hit and Omar scored, I mean, it has been all Cedars ever since then. So for 60 minutes, this team has just been flying, riding high. Confidence as good as it could be. Throw in for the Jags. We are now in extra time. As the Jags now just playing for experience. Foul called. How do you not give the advantage there? I'm shocked. Number 38, Jackson Ford had all the room to work with in front of him. Typically a defender playing in the midfield. Next game on the We Are Soccer schedule is going to be that Sunday, June 8th game at 5 p.m. Michigan Jaguars at Inter Detroit. Like we talked about, Jaguars are going to fall to 0-1. And Inter Detroit only has 4 points through 4 games. A team that has had a lot of success in this Midwest Premier League, just kind of struggling to find themselves. Excited to, I don't know if excited is the right word, but I'm interested to see what both head coaches have to say about their struggles up to this point. Hoping to get a nice pregame show going where we can talk to both coaches. It's ideal. Maybe a player as well. We'll see how it's going. Try not to talk to players that are on teams that are losing or teams that aren't doing well. I don't want to put, especially when most of the players on these teams are college kids or maybe high school age fellas. I don't want to put kids in that position to say anything negative. That is going to be the end of the game. Cedars FC on top, 3-1.